my name is Lara. I'm from Slovakia and I'm here on holidays here in Morocco. Yesterday I was in a shower and suddenly I've heard a lot of noise and I had no idea what it could be. So I got out of the shower and I felt the floor moving, the walls moving and everything, the lights, the lamps. It was crazy. My things fell to my sink. So I got out because I heard people screaming, and we got out, and everybody was on the street. I live in Medina in a little riad, so it was a small street. A lot of people were outside panicking. Nobody knew what happened. And there's a small house that fell down next to us. So we thought it was only the house that fell off, and that's why we heard the noise and that everything moved just because of that. And then we got back to our rooms. We had no idea what happened. So we were back, and then afterwards, after 30 minutes, we found out that it was actually an earthquake. We found out because of the news and internet. Then I didn't go out afterwards. I stayed in my riad because it was really safe, nothing was there. And so I saw only pictures on Instagram and social media and everything. And today we went out. We were just checking out the city a little. I saw the buildings destroyed, cars, people on the streets, which is really sad. It really makes me feel very, very sad. And I hope it will get better soon. I wish I could help everyone.
I remember we were sitting in the room of our riad, and the floor kind of started vibrating at first, and we thought it might be like some outdoor like machinery work or something. And then I was with my cousin and my brother, and we looked at each other. It kept getting stronger and stronger. And eventually we looked up and the chandelier was like swaying back and forth. And I mean, we at first didn't know what it was, and then we're like, it must be an earthquake. So we kind of started freaking out, and then it started getting like much harder. Like the whole floor was shaking. It was a little like kind of hard to stand up, but we immediately like ran out of the room and got out as quick as we could and into the alleyway, and there was people running everywhere. It felt very fast because of all the adrenaline, but I'd say probably the initial shock was around 2 minutes, I think it felt like. I don't know, could have been longer, could have been shorter, but I think it was about 2 minutes. I'm not quite sure what they were, but I know a van rolled up with like sirens and lights, and it said auxiliary services on it. So I'm not quite sure what kind of responders those were, but someone eventually did show up and started clearing people back from the wall and made sure that everyone was okay. There's definitely been a big change in energy. So I remember yesterday we were walking around the city. We were in the main square, walking through all the souks, and there was just every shop was open. People were selling everything. People were going in and out. It was bustling. There was people like motorbikes going down the roads. And today we just walked through the city streets, the same city streets, and there was way less people. I'd say probably about 75% or more of the little shops were closed. So it's a big change in the energy that around here.
My name is Patricia. I'm from England, and last night was the most horrendous night of my life. My bed was jumping around the room. I was looking out the window and everybody was running down the stairs, and we ran out to the streets, and I ran with no shoes. And after that we took our passports and our shoes and we walked 3 kilometers to a park. And the owner of the hostel brought blankets and pillows, and we slept like refugees. Yeah, we didn't see any response. We walked for an hour at least. Yes, thousands of us, yeah. Little kids with cats and dogs. It was horrendous, really frightening. It was just crazy. I feel like crying all day. We don't know if it's going to happen today because on Al Jazeera News they said there's going to be 100 more episodes, so I don't know.